There's a lot to like about the shops in Flamecraft, from the adorable artwork to the punny names, but some of these shop powers can be a little confusing, so if you find yourself looking at some of these and scratching your head, then this video is for you. I'm Jeremy Henderson with Elevation Games, and today I'm going to be going over 5 shop powers that can be a little confusing in the new board game Flamecraft from Cardboard Alchemy. And be sure to stick around until the end, because I'll have a bonus tip about these cute little potion dragons and how their power works. It can confuse a lot of new players. But let's start with the shops. And we'll start with the one I've got in my hand right here, Flagon and Dragons. Flagons and Dragons is the best shop in the game for gathering goods. Its shop power reads, gain 7 of one good. Players may join you here to gain 1 of the same good. The first part of that's pretty self-explanatory. You move here, do your standard gather actions, and then you can trigger the shop power to gain 7 of one particular good. The tricky part is the other players may join you here. Other players can actually join you without having to pay the usual toll of 1 goods token and gain 1 token of the same type that you just gathered. It's the only shop in the game where you can join another Flamekeeper without having to pay them a goods token for the privilege. The next shop we're going to look at is Dragon Alley. The shop power on this one reads, leave 2 coins to gain rewards and visit another shop, or take all coins here. You may notice that the bottom of this card looks a little different than the other shops. The places where you normally put a dragon card have these 2 little circular icons showing rewards. So when it says leave 2 coins to gain rewards, you're going to take 2 coins and place them over 2 of these little icons. Once you do that, you gain the rewards pictured. Then, at that point, you can actually visit another shop and take a standard gather or enchant action there as well. Importantly, you've also blocked off these particular rewards for future Flamekeepers who might visit this shop. If Flamekeepers want to get access to those rewards again, they can visit Dragon Alley and choose to take the second option on the shop power there, which says take all coins that are currently on the shop card. By doing this, they get rewarded with coins, and they make those award slots available for future turns. Obviously, this means if you are going to use the take all coins action, you want to try and come here after it's been visited 3 times so that all of the rewards are covered and you get the maximum amount of coins. For shop number 3, we've got Draconic Tonic. The shop power here reads, must reserve 1 enchantment, then may pay, score, and keep it. This allows you to take one of the enchantments from the 5 face-up enchantments in the middle of the village, pay the required cost, and gain the requisite rewards. But instead of adding this enchantment to a shop like you normally would, you actually put it in front of you in your reserve slot. You have now effectively reserved that enchantment, which means you have the option to then use that enchantment again in the future and actually cast it on a shop, then gain the rewards a second time. One crucially important note here is this action is not available if you've already reserved an enchantment. You only have 1 reserve slot for enchantments, so if it's full, you actually can't use this shop's special power. The next shop we're going to look at is La Petite Dragon. The power on this shop reads, place a dragon in this shop to gain gold instead of reputation, or take all dragons if full. Importantly, this only applies if you are placing a dragon here as part of the shop power. So for instance, if you were to come here, take your standard gather action, and place a dragon as part of that standard gather action, you would get the pictured rewards in reputation. But if you use the shop power to place a dragon here, first you have to make sure that it matches the available icons. Then you would count the number of reputation hearts available as a reward and gain that many coins instead of the reputation. Importantly, if you place a dragon here through any other means, you take the standard rewards rather than the coins. The final shop we're going to look at is Dragontail Roost. The shop power on this one says, choose a park dragon and fire it up, then draw it into your hand. That's pretty self-explanatory. The confusing part is actually the slots down here for placing dragons. They stipulate that you have to place a dragon face down. According to the instruction book, that's because these dragons are asleep. That means they actually can't be fired up when you come to this shop. So when you place a dragon here, you have to flip it upside down, place it in one of the available slots, and collect the available reputation rewards. Players are actually allowed to flip these dragons over to check and make sure they know which one's where, but there's only one way to actually flip them over permanently, which leads me to my final bonus tip about potion dragons. The ability on these little guys can be kind of confusing for new players. They say, swap with a dragon in town and fire it up. What this actually means is that these guys can be swapped with any dragon already in another shop. And you don't actually have to respect the icons in a specific slot when you do this. Importantly, when we're talking about the Dragontail Roost here, you would actually take this potion dragon, if you want to swap it with one of the face-down dragons here, flip it over so that it's asleep, swap it with the dragon you want, and then flip it over so it's awake, and place it in the slot where the potion dragon just was. So there you have it. 5 tips for 5 shops that can be a little confusing, but hopefully you've got a better handle on them now. Plus a little explanation of just how these pesky but cute little potion dragons work. If you like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. We've got lots more cardboard nonsense for you right here at Elevation Games. And be sure to visit our website at elevation.games. If you sign up for our newsletter there, you actually get a free print and play game for download. I'll see you next time, everyone.